Hey, what's up YouTube? You already know it's All City Live TV. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the Steady Shooter badge. We're going to let you guys know everything you need to know about equipping this badge and what type of shooter you need to be in order to have this badge equipped, because it's not going to be a badge for all shooters. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to go on over to the Steady Shooter badge. I'm going to press triangle here to bring this up here. Steady Shooter. Shot attempts that are contested receive less of a penalty. However, shot attempts that are open do not receive as much of a bonus. These are kind of the key words that I want to go over with you guys because they're being somewhat vague here. It says shot attempts that are not open do not receive as much of a bonus. So in other words, if you don't get a bonus but you already have a high attribute rating on your shooting, then you're thinking you're fine. You don't need the bonus, but it's great to add a bonus to shot attempts that are contested, right? That's what you're thinking when you want to consider equipping the Steady Shooter badge. Any logical 2K player would think that. But unfortunately, Mike Wang released this first tweet, which I'm going to put up on screen right now. It says, hot start kicks in as soon as you make your first shot, but it has to be your first attempt. Doesn't matter when. Steady Shooter will actually lower your open field goal percentage slightly, but will help mitigate the penalties of shooting contested. Now I'm going to move this down and we're going to compare the two right here. So it says, however, shot attempts that are open do not receive as much of a bonus. That's quite different from saying Steady Shooter will actually lower your open field goal percentage slightly. Not a bonus means that you won't get additional attributes or an additional bonus. But to then say and release a tweet, so I think the badge is misleading in its description. It's then to have a tweet about Steady Shooter saying basically that it's going to lower your percentage. This is definitely a badge that a lot of you spot up shooters do not want to consider, because spot up shooters are going to be shooting open shots. You're going to be running with a playmaker, a glass cleaner, working off screen. Your goal is to get open, not to take contested shots. We're going to bring up the next tweet. I'm going to put this one down and he goes over it again. We're going to bring up this next tweet. Deadeye only protects against late closeouts, saying in parentheses, defender not there when you start your shot, but closes late and gets a hand in your face. Steady Shooter helps nerf the impact of defenders who are at the gather and release, at the cost of hurting you if you only take open J's. And I've noticed this in the demo where, you know, I have a shot creator. And initially in the beginning of the game, I'm shooting great, but then mid-game, he just starts missing everything that's open. And I think this badge is going to penalize you more than a lot of people would like. This is going to be the badge that's broken this year. This is going to be the badge that if they do not patch, nobody's going to equip it. Very similar to Volume Shooter years ago. I think Volume Shooter has probably gotten an upgrade, while Steady Shooter is taking its place, because who wants to equip a badge that's gonna hurt your open shots? Why is there even a badge in the game that will hurt your open shots? So especially when you have difficult shots, you can put that on Hall of Fame. Why would you and Deadeye, why would you consider putting on Steady Shooter something that'll hurt your open field goal percentage? I don't think any good shooter in the game, first of all, any good shooter, I'm going to put this tweet back down. First of all, any good shooter in the game is not looking to take contested shots. Please tell me if I'm mistaken. If you're a shot creator, you may want to consider upping your contested shot field goal percentage by equipping some badges like Difficult Shots Hall of Fame. But you're not just gonna sit and think that I'm gonna come onto the court and just shoot contested in your face shots. I don't think anybody really considers the idea that you may want to go onto the court and just take nothing but contested shots. So the idea of having a badge that just affects your shooting if you shoot open shots It's illogical. I don't know what the devs were thinking. If you guys have any idea what the devs are thinking, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you feel that this badge is beneficial, I would like to hear your opinion. Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. And I'm going to be making a ton more content for 2K20. We're going to be going over all of these badges. We're going to let you guys know if there's any conflicting information with what Mike Wang may have released on his Twitter versus the description in these badges, because what we just showed you guys was really conflicting information. Mike Wang says that your field goal percentage is penalized versus the description saying your shots do not receive as much of a bonus. Those are two different definitions of the steady shooter badge, or two different descriptions of what the steady shooter badge is supposed to be. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel. Mash that like button. Share the video if you can. Easy out.